Welcome to Kansas City and the Sprint Center, where the Big 12 tournament opens on Wednesday night, and it opens with a back-to-backer. I'm Barry Trammell, along with OU beat writer Mike Baldwin. And Mike, we've got an Oklahoma-Texas A&M game on Wednesday night. We saw this just 4 days ago.
And both games were very close. I mean, the one down in College Station about 6 weeks ago, Oklahoma does not trail the last 17 minutes of regulation, but loses in overtime. The rematch at home, they lead the entire game for the most part, 12 points at 1 point, maybe even 14, but then it gets down to a 1 point game, but they hold on. So both these games have been really close. Not saying that they're both high-level basketball, but they've both been very dramatic. Go down to the last shot. Both games have been.
Well, the Aggies picked to win the Big 12, stumbled all the way to the 9th seed in this tournament. But does A&M have any advantage here, getting to play again so quickly after a close loss?
Well, I don't know how much you can put on two meetings, but LeBeau and Elston Turner have had way above their averages against Oklahoma, and Romero Osby has had way above his average against A&M, including a career high. He's coming off 24 points in the game last Saturday. So those in the two meetings, and LeBeau in the paint has given them little problems, and then Turner from the outside, and then Osby, they've had a hard time matching up with him. So if those two meetings are any indication, those are some of the matchups to watch.
This is a game that could end the Sooner season. If Oklahoma can win this game, they the Sooners assure themselves of not getting a losing record. How important is that?
Well, Andrew Fitzgerald says it's kind of important because he calls them the dark days, and it sort of is the dark days. This is the longest drought they've had in 45 years as far as two losing seasons in a row. If you can stop it there and only make it two, almost everybody's back other than C.J. Washington. It gives you a little momentum to know that you didn't have a losing season. Doesn't make that 10-2 non-conference record completely disappear. At least you salvage something out of it. And I think they're the slight favorite tomorrow night. They're a slightly better team. A&M has not lived up to expectations. But if you lose, that is 3 straight losing seasons. So it's a little bit of a factor, not a huge factor.
Thanks a lot. Stay tuned for further coverage of the Sooners every day in the Oklahoman and here on News OK.